Hello again and welcome to my channel. I'm Fraser from Metalworking in France. I've got a project on today. As you can see, I've already started to mount this cylinder head on the milling machine. It's not your normal cylinder head where you've got parallel faces. I can just clamp it down onto parallels and then obviously put a clock over it, make sure everything's nice and square. This one has actually got an angle on it. As you can see, the face, the rocker face, is not actually well, it's not square to the mating face on the cylinder face. So what I'm having to do, I've got to put it up. I'll put it up onto these little jacks. I'll show you these in a bit more detail a bit later on, and then I'm going to have to run a clock all the way around the outside to make sure I've got everything nice and level, and then I can skim the head in the normal way. So follow me in the next few frames and see how this job progresses. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe to my channel and give me a thumbs up at the end of the video. I'll try and keep my hands reasonably clean, so when I'm waving to you or doing anything, you're not looking at a load of muck. This cylinder head, by the way, came to me absolutely covered in grease and oil. Well, not grease so much, but just dirty oil all over it. It's taken me over an hour to get it as clean as it is there, and it's still not perfect. As you can see on the bed of the milling machine, there's an awful lot of oil that's come out of it where I've been washing it with paraffin. It's taken a long time to get this clean. Please, 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 if ever you take a cylinder head or something similar off a vehicle that you take to an engineer who's going to be working on it, please make it, clean it for him, because he doesn't want to get all this grime and muck on his machines, obviously, which I certainly don't, but as I say, I've just spent over an hour trying to clean this thing off so that it's at least usable, or I can do something with it. So anyway, let's see how this job goes. As you can see, I've now got this clock set up, the head set up actually. On this dial gauge, it's on 0. Now as I wind across the face widthwise, it's still on 0, that's fine. That's set up quite nicely. I'll just wind this back over to the back edge once again. And then I'll come round onto the back edge. So we're still on 0 there on this back edge. So now we'll wind along here. Sorry it takes so long. I'm trying to fill in the gaps by talking and telling you what I've actually done here. These jacks are actually adjustable with an Allen key down inside here, so we can adjust the height of the jack. As you can see, the clock has moved just a little tad in the middle, but as we get right down to the end, and we're back onto 0. So that's pretty good on lengthways that way. So now we'll just try this across the face at this end, just to make sure everything is square here. So we'll go across here again. So yeah, clock gauge is just moving fractionally, not even a thousandth of an inch. So there we are, still on 0. So this thing is now actually set up. I will tighten the clamps to make sure everything's tight and then check it again. I'll just pull that down firm so that it's locked. I'll do the other end. You can't see that on the screen, but clamps are now tightened. So once again, now that I've tightened the clamps, I will check again just to make sure that everything hasn't moved by me tightening up the clamps. It shouldn't have done really, because the jacks are pretty solid. Nothing should move once it's on them. So we just go all the way back down the other end yet again. Again, as I say, the clock has moved just slightly in the middle, but then that shows that the cylinder head is actually slightly warped. So as long as we get back to zero down at the bottom end, then we know the whole thing is set up nice and true. Again, as I say, we double check everything. It's the old thing. Measure and check twice. You only have to cut once then. Right, I'll just give that a little nip to bring that to zero. There you are, that's that one. And just go across the face again. Make sure nothing moves. There's a good chance we may have to just pull this one down a bit as well. Yeah, that's fine. It's only because I've just done this clamp up. Consequently, the thing does pull down a bit tighter onto the base of the clamp, on the base of the jack. There you go. That's fine. Right, that's all ready to start machining now. So as you can see, I have a single point cutter here. It's got a carbide tip on it, just right on the end here. I've set this up, I've just got a faintest little touch on the end there now. So now we're ready to start machining. So we'll switch on. Wrong way, let's go the right way. There you go. Now we'll just switch on the feed and the machine will start traversing. So there we are. That's what the head looks like now. Nicely smoothed out all over. It's nice and level. So yeah, we'll just make sure there's no sharp edges on that to cut, you know, for somebody to cut their hands on or anything like that. So and then that can go back to the client. Not too bad at all. Well, there we are. Not a bad little job in the end. As you can see, it's still mounted on the milling machine at the moment. I've got to be a bit careful undoing the clamps because, as I say, it's quite precarious when it's not clamped down, quite precarious on those jacks. A little movement, it could easily topple off. So I'll have to be a bit careful taking it off the, you know, undoing the clamps and then taking it off the jacks. So anyway, hope you enjoyed that video. Please look out for more videos in the future and look back at some in the past if you really want to watch some. There's some pretty interesting stuff actually in the past, including this sort of thing. I've done cylinder heads before, but this is the first one I've had to adjust the jacks to get it correct and so on. So yeah, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel. As you can see, I'm wrapped up a bit today because it's pretty cold out there. We've had -9 or 11 degrees in the last few days, so it's not very pleasant out there. But I've got my little log burner going down the back here. You can probably just see the glow of the red inside it. So it keeps this place nice and warm. It's actually quite comfortable. Although I'm still wrapped up, I didn't really need to be. But obviously I'll be going outside to take this cylinder head out and put it on the rack. So anyway, if you haven't already done so, please subscribe to my channel, give me a thumbs up, ring the little bell, and I'll see you in the next video. So until the next time, I'll bid you farewell. Goodbye.